Hey, what's up? It's Patrick, it's Rose via Fire, and I want to talk about how to give God deeper access to your heart. So, when it comes to your heart and how to give God deeper access to your heart, this is something that takes time. This is something that you got to work on. Because this is something you cannot fake. When it comes to things of the heart, you cannot fake uh you cannot fake it, you know what I'm saying? You cannot fake it as though God already has the deepest access to your heart. You can't fake it. This is something you gotta work on. This is something you gotta put in the hours. This is something you gotta put in the what they call it, the blood, sweat, and tears. This is something you gotta really take time to build up, you know what I'm saying? To give God deeper access to your heart. Because let's be honest, majority of women, I'm gonna use women as an example first. Majority of women, who has the deepest access to their heart? It's a man. It's not God. God does not have the deepest access to a lot of women's heart. It's some man, some guy they met. That's who really has the deepest access to their heart right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that you have to fight to change. It's not something that's just gonna happen out of thin air. You gotta fight to give God deeper access to your heart. You have to fight to do that. It's not gonna happen overnight. For example, let's say today, if you're a woman, right? Let's say today a man has the deepest access to your heart. You can't just expect it to happen overnight that tomorrow, now God is going to have the deepest access of your heart or the deepest access to your heart. It's not happening like that. This is something you got to build with God. You know what I'm saying? You got to give God deeper access to your heart because what the Bible says you got to love God with all of your heart. So you got to fight to give God deeper access to your heart because when you give God deeper access to your heart, it just takes you to certain levels and certain realms with God that everybody else is never going to reach. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship with God is going to be on a certain level that everybody else will never reach because you was building that. You know what I'm saying? You was working on that. You was trying to earn that, like trying to give God deeper access to your heart. And it's just going to take you in a different level of worship. Like even your worship is going to be better because when you're worshiping God, you're going to be able to tap into deeper levels of worship. Something that a lot of people would never reach. You know what I'm saying? Everybody worships God, but not everybody worships God on the same level. Not everybody could tap into those deepest levels of worship. And this is kind of like a side effect of giving God deeper access to your heart. It's like when you give God deeper access to your heart, the side effect is you are able to tap into deeper levels of worship. You are able to tap into deeper levels of communicating with God. And you are just able to just really go all in. Like, think of it like this, right? Think of it like, what's a good example? Let's say a diver, you know what I'm saying? They go diving, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say they go diving in the ocean or something like that. Like, let's say one of them is trained to dive on a way deeper level than the other. You know what I'm saying? This person is going to dive, but they only going to dive to a certain level. Then they're going to be like, I got to go back up. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back to the surface. But the other diver is able to just dive all the way. You know what I'm saying? All the way down. You know what I'm saying? Like, what level can you really give access of your heart to God? You know what I'm saying? What level? Because everybody's not giving God the same access to their heart. Think about it. Do you really think everybody alive is giving God the same access to their heart? Hell no, man. Not everybody's doing that. Like, this is something you got to build and work on. You could have a woman out there and she's giving God like a certain level of access to her heart. She could be giving God like what? Like 3% access of God. You know what I'm saying? Could be giving God as little time as possible. You know what I'm saying? As little access as possible. And then you could have another woman, she's giving God like what? Like 85%. access to her heart. She's giving God like 85% access to her heart. But majority of women today, man, like when you look at a lot of women, like 97% access to their heart is going to a man. It's going to some random dude, some random man that they dating, you know what I'm saying, that they sleeping with, that they spending time with. These women is not really worried about God whatsoever. They really do not care. You know what I'm saying? But this message is really to just encourage those women out there who do care. And those men out there who do care. Like, think about it. Like, men today, like, majority of these dudes, man, like, they not really even giving God any access to their heart, bro. Like, majority of, like, so many dudes out here is probably giving God, like, 0% access. You know what I'm saying, to their heart. Like, they giving God 0% access to their heart, bro. It's bad, bro. It's bad. But when you look at these dudes out here, they be giving, like, these weird worldly rappers, they be giving them, like 95% access to their heart. I'm talking about, like, you got these rappers that dudes be, like, men be gone behind these rappers. Like, dudes be going behind these rappers. They gone, bro. They be fangirling over these dudes. How is you fangirling over a male rapper, like a dude rapper? Like, they have, like, these rappers have so much access to these men's hearts, bro. It's crazy. Like, these men is not worried about giving God deeper access to their heart. They not worried about that right now. That's a 0% on their plate. When it comes to these weird rappers, you know what I'm saying, these weird famous rappers, that's where all these men's attention is going. That's where they giving these rappers access, 100% access to their heart, which is sad. You know what I'm saying? These men today is really not giving God any access to their heart, bro. So they would never even tap into those deep levels of, like, worship, those deep levels of talking to God, those deep levels of walking with God or anything. It would never happen because they gone behind these rappers, man. You know what I'm saying? Only a few of them will really become saved and really give their lifestyle up. But majority of them, they never gonna listen, bro. They never really gonna tap into, like, giving God, like, more access to their heart. It would never happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just, y'all see it for yourself. And if you keep walking around, like, living life as though you're not trying to give God access to your heart or anything like that, on Judgment Day, like, where you think God is going to send you? God is good. So you really expect God to be like, oh, right, like, you gave me 0% access to your heart. Welcome to heaven. Like really just makes sense, bruh. A lot of people, they be like, oh, you know, how did I end up in hell? Why am I burning forever? Why am I burning for eternity, bruh? Just be real, bro. Be realistic, bro. What do you expect God to tell you? Congratulations, you gave 100% access of your heart to these rappers, weird, famous rappers, but you gave me 0% access to your heart. Welcome to heaven. Be for real, bro. Make some sense, bro. But, like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. People don't make sense today. You know what I'm saying? People don't make sense. So I just pray that people really will give, you know what I'm saying, more access of their heart to God, man. And this is something I got to work on too. And, you know, like, it just keeps going. Like, you really can never reach a level where you have maxed out, you 100% perfected it. This is something that we all got to keep striving for. We all got to keep working at, you know what I'm saying? This is something that we really got to tap into, you know what I'm saying? But that's basically all I wanted to say, man. Peace.